Invite Sister Sharmila, Sanka, to give a talk. Just a brief background about Sharmila. Of course, most of you are familiar with Sharmila, but her bio is very interesting. Sharmila is an alumna of the Sri Sathya Sai University, having completed both her bachelor's and master's degree in Anantapur in India. Based in our own Indianapolis, or in Carmel, Sharmila oversees projects at the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services as project manager. She currently serves as the regional president of the Sri Sathya Sai Global Council Zone 1, the Prashanti Connection Committee member, and has also held several roles, including president, devotional coordinator of the Sathya Sai Center of Indianapolis, the secretary, the board member of the Hindu Temple of Northwest Arkansas. And she's currently a SSC Group 3 teacher, and she's deeply committed to guiding the next generation in Sathya Sai, Sri Sathya Sai spiritual education. In addition to a professional career, Sharmila is also certified chakra healer, trained in the Australian Institute of Metaphysics. She actively serves others through energy healing practices, fostering well-being in those around her. A freelance writer, Sharmila's 10 articles on Hinduism have been featured in the Arkansas Democrat Gazette newspaper, and she served as the editor of the Hindu Temple of Central Indiana's newsletter. Sharmila's life is a testament to selfless service and devotion, whether in her personal life, career, or volunteer work. She is a servant leader guided by her unwavering faith in Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Together with her husband and 2 daughters, Sharmila's family shares a deep commitment to the Swami's teaching. And she is also an author of the book From Nowhere to Now Here, a Sai student's journey, been published by the Sri Sathya Sai Publications in Puttaparthi. It's also available on Amazon. And it chronicles her journey from skepticism to deep devotion as a disciple of Swami, and emphasizing that unconditional love for Swami is the highest offering that we can make in our lives. So with all that introduction, I'll hand it over to Mr. Sharmila.
Sairam all. Firstly, I would like to offer my humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of my Lord Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Happy birthday, dear Lord. Sairam, dear brothers, sisters, and youngsters. It's so nice to see all of you. I don't know where to start. So I pray to Swami to please speak through me. First, as a teenager, as a youngster, I never believed in Babas. I thought people who believed in Babas were foolish. That's what I used to think. Until that one day, when I realized I was wrong. So, I completed until my 12th grade, I completed everything in my hometown. Whereas, for my undergrad, I didn't have any English medium colleges in my hometown. And my dad being very, very traditional, he wouldn't obviously let a girl study out of a state or out of town because there were no English medium colleges in our town then. So I was wondering, what should I do next? Where should I do my undergrad? When I was thinking, suddenly my brother-in-law, my eldest one, he's like a fatherly figure to us. He came to me and then he gave me an application. He said, apply at this institution, Sathya Sai institution. And then you should think, I was taken aback. I never thought I would ever study. I never knew that there were universities. As I said, I was really not interested in Baba at all at that time. So when he gave me this application, I thought, okay, let me try. First, though I didn't want it, but still there was no other go for me other than to apply for this college, university. So what I did, I went ahead and applied. So many things happened. I received a call letter. I thought half of the job was done. And then I started praying to Swami every day like a penance, because that was my only way to continue my undergrad. So I was praying to Swami not with devotion but out of necessity. So I was telling him, I threw a challenge to Swami. I said, Swami, if not Swami, I used to say Baba right then, but still, if you are really God, you better prove it, but by giving me admission into your institution. That was my challenge to Swami. So every day I would ask him, I would beg him literally, you better give me, otherwise there is no other go for me, there's no other way for me. So finally I applied, and then there were some political issues in Andhra Pradesh at that time. So our 12th exams were clashing with my entrance exam at Anantapur campus. So that was when I thought, okay, I'm done. I will not be joining there, because 12th was important for me, first of all, right? So when I thought that, I wrote a letter to my registrar saying, this is the situation in Andhra Pradesh right now, so I cannot attend, unfortunately. And then I received a letter from them saying, okay, we will postpone your exams. So undergrad, entrance exam. So that was how I, for the first time, I went to Parthi. I never saw Baba in my life. I never knew much about him. So I went to Parthi along with my brother and sister-in-law to write this entrance exam. And I was really worried because I didn't have much time even to prepare for my entrance test. So I was heading out of my hotel in Parthi. So when I stepped out, I prayed to Swami saying, please, I need to do this test very well. I stepped out, and then you should see there was a small boy crossing the street. He came running towards me. And then I didn't understand what is happening, who is this person? And then without a second thought, he just put a small card in my hand. So when he put that card, I didn't understand. When I looked at it, it says, why fear when I'm here? I know it's very, very, we are so used to that quote, right? Why fear when I'm here? It's so easy for us to understand. But then I never knew that. That was the first time ever that I heard that. So I thought, first teardrop rolled down my cheeks when I saw that Swami was assuring me something. His photo was there, why fear when I'm here? That was the first time I felt for him truthfully. And then I gave the test. So that day I was supposed to get my results, and I came out in front of the South Indian canteen. They stuck the paper to the notice board kind, and I was rushing there to check my fate. And when I went there, that early morning I dreamt for the first time of Swami. In a maroon or red color car, he was overtaking me. So that was the first time I ever saw Swami in my dream. So I was happy that it was some good omen, I thought. So I went, and luckily I got in. I got admission in Swami's institution, and I was so excited. I went to Anantapur campus completely unprepared. I didn't know we had to wear saris. So I shopped then and there. We just went to Anantapur campus, fine. And finally one day there was a buzz in the hostel. We'll all be going to Parthi for darshan. So imagine that would be my first darshan ever. So I was so excited. I thanked Swami within me, but still I wanted to have Swami's darshan and then thank him there. So all of us went to Parthi for the first time. And then, as usual, Swami, grace and love walking on 2 feet. He came, he looked at all of us, and then I thanked him within my heart, saying, thank you, Swami, for this. I will try my best to be my best. That's what I promised him. And then we came back to the hostel. After a few months, it was Swami's birthday celebrations. So during Swami's birthday celebrations, all the students were asked to sit in rows so that Swami could walk in between us so that he could give us Pad Namaskar. So around 500 Anantapur students, we were all sitting, And Swami would normally distribute saris to all several devotees and all his students. So we were all sitting in rows, and I was looking at Swami. And I was praying because my logical mind was thinking, is he really God? Though I really wanted to believe him to be God, but still, it's not easy, right? A human being, how much ever you think he's God, but still it should be deep within. Until then, we cannot think that he's God. So though I wanted to believe, but still my flesh is willing, spirit is not, they'll say, or the opposite, the spirit is willing, flesh is not, like that. I really wanted to believe, but still I used to have some doubts. And I asked, when I was sitting in the line waiting for Padnamaskar and sari distribution, I was looking at Swami, and then I said, Swami, can you talk a word to me? And then I thought, 500 students are here. Do I deserve at least to be spoken by the Lord? So I was thinking, and I completely forgot about it. Swami came in my row, and he was distributing saris. He was not even looking at any person's face or anything. He was just throwing the saris into our laps. And then all of a sudden, Swami passed by me and looked back at me. He looked at me and said, Chira Ichana, did I give you sari? He said. I didn't even know whether I received the sari or not, because I was just simply looking at Swami. I completely forgot. For ladies, if you get saris, you will remember, right? But still, that was not the moment when you're in front of the Lord of the universe. So I was standing there, and I was wanting to look into my lap to see if there was a sari, and Swami didn't even give me time for that. He asked, and then immediately he threw a sari into my lap. By the time I looked, it was not there, and Swami threw the sari into my lap. So that was my first experience of his omniscience. So from that moment on, so many things happened in my life where Swami showed his omniscience, omnipresence, omnipotence through several experiences of mine. Every day, from morning till night, you're talking to someone, you're doing something. I knew Swami was there. It was not easy. Every thought, Swami would read your thoughts, right? Imagine how important it was to keep your thoughts pure. So that was my first experience of his omniscience. And one day, just before his birthday, Swami was starting his super specialty hospital. So all the Anandpur students, they were given an opportunity to go to the super specialty hospital just before the opening, so that we could do some service activity. It's not that Swami needed any of us to do these service activities, right? The Lord doesn't need us. He gives such opportunities to us so that we get better. It's not for the Lord that we are doing something for him. So that was one such opportunity. Swami was so happy about the super specialty hospital, and all of us, few of us went to the hospital, and we were doing chores. Like some of us, I along with 4 or 5 other Anandpur students and one Auntie Sevadal member was there. I was in a room in the super specialty hospital, and I was outside the window, cleaning the window with a cloth. Some people were scraping off the acid on the floor, cements and all this. So I was outside the window, I was cleaning. All of a sudden, I could feel something is happening here. And then I peeped through the window. When I peeped through the window, imagine, there was Swami there in that room. It was unexpected. We never knew that Swami would be coming. So all of a sudden, I wanted to jump inside. That was a huge window. I could just jump in, but Swami was very particular about this discipline. We could not dare to do whatever we wanted. So I wanted to jump in, but still I thought Swami would not like it. But if I went back, jumped outside, and then came all the way inside, imagine Swami would be there. It will take at least 2-3 minutes for me to do this, right? And I would miss that chance. All I could do was, Swami, please be there. And he was about to turn so that he could go to the next room. And then I prayed to him inside saying, please Swami, please don't leave. Let me come in. And then I went, I jumped out. I came all the way inside. And lo and behold, he was still there in that room. And then it was such a close darshan, like probably around 5 to 6 inches close. Swami was like this. All of us were around Swami, and that Sevaral lady, she asked Swami, Prashad Swami, Vibhuti. And then Swami created Prashad. There was not even a piece of paper in that empty room. So that was my first experience of seeing Swami create Vibhuti. For my logical mind, all these things had to happen, right? I wanted to test Swami. I wanted to make sure he was God and all. So that was my second experience. And okay, as I said, Swami was always with us, right? No matter what. One day, I was doing my master's in literature, and when I went to the principal office, principal madam's room, she was so serious about something, some administration, some issues they had. So she was very, very angry. And imagine our fate. We went inside the room and it was time for our class. She used to take our class, one of the classes. And then she opened one Mahabharata book, probably around 1,000 pages. And then she didn't open. She said, okay. She uttered one poem and said, she didn't utter the entire poem, one line. And she said, okay, open that. And you should see, what am I to open? In the 1,000-page book, I didn't even know where that poem existed. So her desk was like this. I put my hands under the desk and then I said, Anyada Sharanam Nasti. Swami, other than you, I have no other. Go. You are my savior, nobody else. And then I opened the book. Lo and behold, exact poem that she mentioned was there on a 1,000-page book. That was another experience of his omnipresence. Another time I was doing my civil services, I was preparing for my civil services in Hyderabad after my master's at Anantapur. And then we were all in a class. So I was talking about Soham, right? Saha Aham, like I am God. So I was telling, does anyone know how many times do we breathe per day? And then everybody was shocked. That was not internet days. So everybody was shocked. They said, what are you talking about? In a civil services class, I don't know why I was saying that. Something interesting we were talking. And then I said 21,600 times. I said that because Swami said it. And I blindly believed it, right? And then one of my friends, Meera, she said, Sharmila, where did you get this information from? She was not Swami's devotee. And then I said, Swami said it. And it's in one of the books. Can you show me tonight in the hostel? She said. She literally challenged me. And then I prayed to Swami. I took one book. I prayed to Swami, Swami, you better show me that instance where it was there on the paper, because this person challenged me. You are my only faith. Because of you only, I challenged her, you better show it. And then I prayed, I opened the book, and lo and behold, there on a para, it says 21,600 times. She didn't have any other go rather than to just accept it. So that was another instance where Swami helps us when we reach out to him. And at Anantapur, all the girls used to be so beautifully decked and all, but when I went to Patti, I don't know for what reason, because in Patti we have so many people, public and all, right? So I always used to be my worst, I should say. When I was in Anantapur, I used to get ready, wear nice saris and all, but when I went to Patti, I thought it is Swami, be very calm and all these things. And then one day, my warden, Jaima madam, she said, I don't know, Ma, what happens to all of you, because Swami used to say, don't have castor oil faces. Spirituality doesn't mean having castor oil faces. Spirituality means you should have your energy, you should show your energy. Be energetic towards God. We go to parties, we are so energetic, right? But when we are spiritual, why do we make castor oil faces? So Swami used to say, don't make castor oil faces. So Jaima madam was explaining one day, she said, I wonder sometimes our children, they're so beautiful here in the hostel, but when they go to Parthi, they are in their castor oil faces, what's wrong? And then it struck me, she said, when you're seeing the Lord of the universe, don't you be your best? When you're going to a wedding, you get ready, you get decked up and all, but when you're seeing the Lord of the universe, you have to be your best. We're the best ones you have. So that's another lesson I learned from Jaima madam. She used to teach us so many things, not even parents teach us. Like that, she used to teach us each and everything about modesty and how you're supposed to talk and all. So we used to have these self-reliance programs in Anantapur. Not only in Anantapur, I think in entire Swami's institutions. This is my beautiful campus that we are so proud of in a humble way. That is our Anantapur campus. We used to have that Saraswati idol. And then, yeah, that's our hostel on the right side with all the windows and all. And it represents the sound of Swami's Anantapur campus, the right side all the way, right side. So we used to, Swami created this institution that way because somebody asked, Swami said, why do you think I created this Anantapur campus? And then some lady said, oh, Swami, maybe to produce good daughters-in-law. How selfish, right? To produce good daughters-in-law. Swami said, no, not just that. To produce good mothers to the society. A woman is a national asset. A wife is useful only to her husband, whereas a good mother is useful to the entire nation. She's a national asset. So that's when Swami said he started this Anantapur campus. This was the first university education institution started by Swami. And he made the life in such a way that it's a conglomeration of various things. We used to do yogasanas, we used to do bhajans, we used to do sports meet, debates, essay writing, dance competitions, what not. There's nothing that Swami left anything like without for us not to do anything. Even he said, Swami himself designed the life in such a way that he kept us so busy that you can't even imagine. Like even chapati rolling. Imagine 500 students, each person 2 chapatis, like 1000 chapatis we need to roll. We never had maids. Basic cooks we had, that's it. No maids for us. We used to do everything. Chapati rolling, all the students will go in the morning after Suprabhatam. We would go roll the chapatis. And Swami said, when you're rolling the chapatis, think that you're expanding your hearts. That's what Swami said. So even in minute things, he taught us. And when you're cutting vegetables, he said, imagine cutting your egos. So that's another thing. Like that, Swami designed our life in such a way that he kept us busy. And one of the activities was self-reliance. All the campuses were supposed to take up one self-reliance activity, whereas, for example, gardening or serving the people. 500 students you need to serve in the afternoon and in the night. Gardening, cleaning the bathrooms, what not. And even music, that's also a self-reliance program. So Swami designed it in such a way. And one day, I used to be in the dinner serve to all the students, and sometimes food would be over. I would go back, again come back, because, and it would take lots of time for me. Even if there are exams the next day, still I had to do this. There is no compromise here. So during that time, I was in my master's and I was a little worried. I didn't have time to study, and we used to participate in the sports meet activities, no time. And I was praying to Swami, Swami, you need to bless me. I don't know what you're going to do. And Swami expects everyone to have a good grade, like O grade, extraordinary grade, above A, that's above A, O grade. So he would expect all of us to be very studious. So when during this self-reliance program, we were so busy. I prayed to Swami, Swami, it's the exam, you need to help me. And I slept. When I slept, I dreamt of my question paper, master's question paper. That was like end semester, 50 marks question. So I dreamt of only one question. I could not remember anything. I saw at only a 20-mark question, because if you do not do that well, you're doomed. That's it. You would fail. Once you fail, you will be sent home. That strict at our campuses. So I dreamt of that. I immediately told my friend, saying, Sudha, you better prepare for this, because my dreams used to come true. So I told her, you better prepare for this. I dreamt of this. So both of us prepared so well. And then we went to the examination hall. When we went there, I normally don't look at my question paper at all. I'll just keep writing whatever from the beginning. I don't even flip it. But that one day, I had to flip it to look at the 20 marks question if it was there. And when I flipped it, yes, it was the same question that I dreamt. And then we looked at each other, we laughed. Oh my God, we rocked it. Of course, we got O grade. So that was another instance where Swami really helped me. And I'm not telling you so that I can make you all lazy, youngsters especially. Why I'm saying is, have that faith in Swami. He will do the rest. Just have that firm faith. So that's one thing I can never forget in my masters. And another time, like how Swami elevates us through dreams also. And another time, we were doing we were given an opportunity to perform mass marriages in Patti. Swami gave a few Anandpur students an opportunity. So we were all, there were so many people in need. So Swami provided all the Mangal Sutra and everything, and we were supposed to make the bride ready with her all her bridal makeup and all, and then we sat there. We were supposed to sit there, and then Swami would perform these mass marriages, 108 mass marriages. So few Telugu speaking folks were picked for that. And for that they said you have to wear Swami's sari, the sari that Swami gave you, one particular sari, and you have to wear the chain that Swami gave, Buddha chain. If you can. Yes, this is the one. So you have to wear this. And then I went to Parthi after my holidays. So I didn't remember if I had that Buddha chain with me at home, at hostel, or my hometown. I was so worried, so innocent. I was thinking, oh, if I don't wear that chain, they would not let me in. That was how I was thinking. So I didn't know what else. I searched my entire makeup kit. Everywhere I searched, I could not find in Parthi. So I slept. I prayed to Swami again. Swami, you have to help me. And then I dreamt of this chain being in a small green color box. So probably it was around 4 or 5. I woke up immediately because I wanted to check if it was true. And when I opened, lo and behold, it was right there. So this was another instance where Swami showed answers and solutions through dreams. And if you can scroll, I just wanted to, from the beginning. Yes. Third one, yeah. Yes. This is one instance. We were in Vrindavan. For summer course, we would all go to Vrindavan. And one day, I was praying to Swami, Swami, why don't you take a picture with us? It would be so memorable for all of us. And then, that's it. Afterwards, when we asked Swami, Swami Pad Namaskar, we said, as usual, that's what we always say. Simply we'll just say, Swami Pad Namaskar, Swami interview. That's so, and then Swami said, when we asked for Pad Namaskar, he said, I'll take pictures with you. So he gave us a particular time, and that was when he took a formal group picture. This was the class of BA. So it was such a fortunate thing for us and so memorable. Can you go to the next slide, please? And this was all in Vrindavan. Once we used to sit, all the birthday girls would sit there for Swami's blessing. And one day I was sitting at the entrance, outside the entrance for Swami. And he came and he blessed. He like normally blesses all the birthday girls. And down, if you see, that's in the dining area. After the summer course sessions, we would come back to the dining area for lunch and dinner. And when we went there, Swami would normally go to the boys' hostel and then come back to the girls, wherever we were sitting in the dining hall. And then while Swami is sitting there, on the chair, we would serve him food, and imagine the beauty when we are chanting Brahmarpanam, when the Lord of the universe, Vaishwanara, is right there. So even now when I chant Brahmarpanam, I'm reminded of that thing. How fortunate, right? Having Lord there, and then you're chanting Brahmarpanam, such a beautiful moment. And on the right side, I know my sister was not well. I gave a letter to Swami, and then he blessed, and then he took that card, the top card. So that was another precious moment for me. And next slide, please. And this is a sports meet. We used to do sports meet. Everybody was supposed to participate in this sports meet on Jan 11th of every year. And we would get some opportunities. Mostly we will have group opportunities, but by Swami's grace, several times I got to perform individually, like to offer myself individually. That's one of the top ones. I was doing hula hoop, and that's another experience. I know there is not enough time, but Swami would do once when I was doing this hula hoop, my Sai Mani madam, she said, Sharmila, do this hula hoop, and then do it in such a way that when you kick it, it has to come up, and then you need to balance on your waist, and then kick another one, it has to come up, balance both of them, kick another one, it has to come up, and then balance three. So imagine, she looked at some videos, some Chinese or Japanese videos, all these circus videos, and then she told me to do that. And I didn't even know what a hula hoop was then. I didn't know how to rotate a hoop. So it took us several days even to practice just to have that hoop on our waist. But one day my knee was swollen so badly because I was practicing. Whenever I kick it, it would come up. It will come till here, it would not go up. So my knee was badly swollen that one day I cried. I said, Swami, only you have to bless me. What am I to do? It's coming up very soon, but still I thought, I don't know what else to do. I tried all the techniques possible. Even madam didn't know because as I said, it was completely new. So I prayed to Swami, I cried, and then I went to the prayer hall for bhajans, in the evening bhajans, and then there the thought for the day, it says, God's delays are not denials. So that's when it gave me some satisfaction thinking, okay, Swami is going to help me. And so next day I went to the field, I practiced. Simply I just did whatever I did every day for several days. Immediately I got that. I was shocked. What technique did I use? I thought, because I myself didn't know. And with Swami's grace, from that day onwards, I was able to do this. And then in front of Swami, I was doing that. That's such a precious moment. And the next slide, please. This was during the sports meet, and not sports meet. We used to have so many competitions, sports competitions. And one of those competitions, Swami distributed prizes to all of us. So that's another blessed moment for me. And next one, please. These are my college mates, and yeah, it's all those memories. Next one, please. This is my convocation, my masters and bachelors. So Swami, such a precious moment, right? Finally, a big awaited moment. And the next one, please. Yeah, this one was in 2018 when we had Anandpur Golden Jubilee. So all of us went to Parthi, and then it's purely out of Swami's grace that I was able to put my manuscript on Swami's Sannidhi for blessings, and I got it published at Sri Sathya Sai Publications in Parthi. So this was another moment for life. I wrote this book not for my satisfaction or something, for my daughters, because I would not have time to sit with them, or they would not have time to sit with me. Even afterwards, I don't want this love for Swami or faith for Swami to stop with me. That was the only reason I wrote this book and offered it to Swami, because so many people, my life from nowhere to now here, that's what Swami says, right? I never believed in Swami before, but now I'm at a point where I can feel Swami everywhere. I can see Swami everywhere. Whatever I'm doing, Swami says, right, there are three things we think, the one that we think we are, the one people think we are. The one we actually are. Nobody knows about anybody, and we simply come to conclusions and judgments. And I think that's what Swami tells us. He is the ultimate embodiment of love, and none of us have the right to judge anybody. So that's what we learned from Swami through interviews. Several interviews Swami used to give us, and he would tell us how to behave, how to talk, how to, for example, even in bhajans, he would not like when we are sitting in Patti, in Swami's bhajans, we can't even look at the gents side. That strict Swami was. So that's how we got so used to everything. Even parents would not tell the kids. They would not dare to tell nowadays, no way, we can't even tell you, right? Everything. So Swami used to tell us all these things. So that's, we had beautiful interviews with Swami several times. And one thing I would like to end with. So there are so many people who have not seen Swami, right? How many people have not seen Swami even once? Right? There are so many people. So you're lucky, I should say. Even without seeing Swami, you're having so much of faith. That is the beauty. It's not that how long we have known Swami. How deep you're connected to Swami, that is important. So all the youngsters, this is my sincere request to all of you. Whatever you do, you may think it is impossible. When you're stuck somewhere, you don't know how to proceed in math. You don't know how to do your exams well. You don't know in life, you will get so many situations in life. You don't know what to do, you're stuck. My only request is, just chant. I don't say only Swami. Swami said, be a better Christian if you're a Christian. If you're a Muslim, be a better Muslim. If you're a Hindu, be a better Hindu. He never said convert to other religions or something. Be a better human being. So I'm requesting all the youngsters, not only youngsters, adults, everyone, whenever you're stuck, remember, think of Swami or think of your favorite God, whoever it is, and write Om Sai Ram on the paper, because you're releasing that energy. Swami said, even though I don't take letters physically from you, if you write a letter and offer it to Swami, he will know it. So many times, so many instances my kids can talk. Every time when they're stuck, I'll tell them, did you chant Swami's name? Then I'm sorry mom, I forgot, and then they will do, and in 5 minutes I'll ask them, did it work out? Yes. So it's not one instance, and let's offer ourselves to Swami. Let's have that faith. Let's get connected to Swami and come forward. When you want to do, he's a contemporary, right? Such a blessing to be Swami's contemporary. So to be living in that time, such a precious moment. So I request all of you to come forward for any opportunities. Don't sit back and relax. This is one human life. We have to utilize it to the better. We don't know if we're going to get this human life again or not. So that's my humble request. Thank you, Swami, for this wonderful opportunity. And thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity, all of you, and for bearing with me. Sai Ram all. And happy birthday to Swami.